from earlier on, the Nuggets getting off the team bus and showing their fashion sense. Gotta make a grand entrance when you're on the road. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. We're coming to you from Southern California. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. DA, take it away.
Well, we're seeing a new trend in NBA practices. Coaches are marking the court in different ways to help players visualize where they need to be. Take, for example, a four-point line, rewarding players for stretching their shooting range. And a corner three, in some cases, is worth 4 points in practice. And that encourages players to take that high-value shot. There's a lot of coaches thinking outside the box by drawing new boxes on the court. Kevin?
A lot of talk about this, David. Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. And a chance here now to look at the rookie race. Never too soon to see how some of the fresh faces in the league are holding up. We've got quite a few youngsters looking to put their name in the front of the Rookie of the Year race. We'll take a look at Porter. He's got some work to do in order to get into that conversation, I think, but there are plenty of games left for him to make his mark.
And even though he hadn't necessarily set himself apart from the rest of that rookie class, you can see that his game does seem to be well suited for the NBA.
I don't think there's a question about that. It's this stage for him about learning each and every day, both practices and games, and staying focused on how to get better.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Craig is the 3 and Millsap the 4. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low.
Here we go.
And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. And it's Howard in at the center position. Now here's Rondo. Now the pass to James. Millsap's against Davis. Shot clock at 6. To the middle, Rondo. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Rondo's got the opening basket of the game for the Lakers.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Craig. Back to Murray. Out to the wing. Millsap looking it over. Murray with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Murray, no good. And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along. He was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
The Lakers with the ball. Denver getting their last shot. Wow, hammering it in!
Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Murray with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Jokic. Excellent D from Howard.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And Howard with the stuff.
A great assist there from LeBron. Going to try to set the table all night.
The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Harris kicks to Millsap. Back to Harris. Pass to Craig. Shot clock at 5. Here's Millsap. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it.
That's Millsap's bread and butter there. Good mid-range shooter and his shooting form on point.
Lakers leading by 4. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Rondo. Howard dishes to LeBron. There's the pass to Rondo. Floats one up. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Craig. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And stolen by James. Caldwell Pope with it. Picked up by Harris. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact. So a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
What's up?
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. Halfway through the season, Brent, as a team, are you still discovering new ways to win?
Yeah, I would say if you had a set of encyclopedias, when you get to around January, you should be in the MN section, Kevin. So do people know what encyclopedias are? But
I can picture in my mind. I know exactly what you're saying.
So from that point on in the season, you have a great foundation to build on, and there's a lot of things that you can do that are just slight wrinkles to what it is you already do, and that's the great thing for coaches, is to challenge the players to see how far through that encyclopedia we can go. What letter can we get to in the alphabet by the end of the year?
Now Harris, an 11-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Now here's James, following the miss by Jamal Murray. Here's Davis, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Throws it up high.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Outside for Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jokic, no good.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard, as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
And here's a look at some numbers for Murray.
And he's struggling with his shot these days, and the analytics bear that out with the true shooting percentage heading down in these past 10 games. But guys, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a trend that he could reverse here tonight.
And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
Now here's LeBron. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Here's Craig, covered by LeBron. Rondo on the double team. For 3, Millsap. No good, shot missing. And the Lakers take it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Here's Murray following the basket by Dwight Howard. Murray left side. Here's Craig. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Just 3 to shoot. They can't stop the run with that one.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
James, the pass to Davis. Rebound by the Nuggets.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
And here is James after Gary Harris made that last three-pointer. LeBron passes to Howard. Dishes to Rondo. Murray with the defensive effort.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
Craig passes to Murray. Here's Jokic. He kicks to Harris. Denver needs to get off his shot. Craig off target from three-point range. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 14-point game, and he gets it to go. And that's now 7 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Denver's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Denver calls timeout. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now, here's Grant. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Porter against Kuzma. Barton, wide open, he fires off the left rim and out.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
To the inside, Plumlee with the steal. The Nuggets trail by 16. And the wide open shot from Morris knocks down the three ball.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
On the wing, Davis. Kuzma outside. The dish to Bradley. McGee trying to break free. Bradley can't get it to go. The Nuggets shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%.
So many finishers on this Denver Nugget team and a great second unit that comes in and changes the pace. It's the passing that really helps that Denver Nugget offense get into a flow and make them very difficult to guard. Not a surprise they were second in assists last year.
And here's Bradley after Michael Porter made the last three-pointer. Kuzma passes to Bradley. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You know, coaching staff, when we talk to them, always talking about Bradley being more aggressive, more assertive. They feel like he gets more comfortable if he does that.
Now here's Barton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the shot is good. And Brent, when you take a look at the Nuggets, it's almost as if every bucket comes from that extra pass.
Yeah, the team was in the middle of the road last year in terms of their made threes, but second in threes that were assisted on. So ball movement imperative to the success of their offense. And of course, we know it kind of starts there with that point center in Jokic.
Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Sometimes when a shooter misses a wide open shot, Brent, you hear, oh, he had too much time. I mean, is that really a thing?
I mean, in life, do we really have too? You never have too much time.
Never have too much time.
You can never have too much time.
I think about Marc Gasol, like in the finals and the playoffs last year. He would sit there and no one would even be around him.
And he's tiptoeing like, do I shoot? Do I shoot? I think it messes with you just in terms of the psychological part about like,
it's got
why,
to. It's
why
got
isn't
to.
anybody guarding me here? Well, if you're a bad shooter, there's a really good reason why they're not guarding you.
.136 left here in the first quarter. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Lakers leading by 13. Pass to Kuzma. Outside, Davis. Back to Kuzma. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Los Angeles. No good on the second free throw. The Nuggets trail by 13. Morris finds Porter. From down in the low post, it goes. Porter's got 5 now.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Caruso, the pass to Green. And there it is for him. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
.56 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here is Morris. Guarded closely. Kicks it to Grant. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers leading by 13. Here's Kuzma. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And that one, good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Caruso, covered by Morris. Caruso, the pass to Green. Sinks the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
And here's Barton. From deep three-point range, and so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
We've got Green. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the point. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. To the right side.
Supreme effort there. Plumlee able to get up into the shooter's face and alter that shot attempt.
Here's Porter. McGee with the block. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Inside, here's Morris. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Caruso looking for an opening. Passes it to Kuzma from downtown. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Morris kicks to Barton. Off target with his three. Los Angeles leading by 10. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Big athletic guys like Plumlee. Hard to get your shot over them before they can get their hands up.
And that one's good. Barton.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Caruso after the basket by Will Barton. Here's Kuzma, and he drops it in from the low post. Kuzma's got his first bucket in this one.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The Nuggets trail by 10. Grant outside. Back to Barton. And the layup's good off the glass. Barton's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Caruso. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To the paint. Pass to McGee. Rocket 6. Over Plumlee. McGee's shot is off.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And the basket is good.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Here's Caruso. Outside, Davis. Caruso kicks to Green. Down low, ball's knocked loose. And now the Nuggets, fast break. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Morris.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, for the last 5 years, the Golden State Warriors have been the colossus that stood over the NBA. And there were thoughts that most teams were not willing to do things to be competitive, knowing that they could not beat the Splash Brothers, Draymond Green, and then Kevin Durant. But the Warriors lost to the Raptors in the finals last year, combined with the injuries to Durant and Klay Thompson, have opened things up. And for the first time in a long time, there are any number of teams in this league I believe it's their time.
Probably so. The West is strengthened. There's no doubt, DA. Interesting matchups coming up for sure. Thank you.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Kuzma. Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
You cannot give Howard a clear lane to the rim. He's terrific at throwing it down there, especially off the quick first step.
Now here's Murray. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The pass to Jokic. Millsap left side. Fade away, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Pass to Caruso. Up top, Kuzma. Millsap covering. Fader on the way. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And when you give Kuzma that shot, he is going to let it fly. He is so confident in his mid-range.
And that one's good. Barton.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That'll be a 5-second call. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Take a look at Howard. He's pulled in a lot of votes, nearly enough, in fact, to break into the top 10 in the Western Conference.
Yeah, and probably wishing he was a little higher on that list, but there's just too many other guys also having fantastic seasons.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Lakers leading by 3. Here's Caruso. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over to the wing. Back to James. 6 to shoot. Not going to go that time. And Denver the other way now. Last time they met was in Denver.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference.
Yeah, look out!
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Millsap kicks to Jokic. Passes it to Murray. Pass to Barton. Jokic trying to free himself up. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside. And the dunk by James.
Nice to see LeBron have a straight line drive. Somebody fell asleep there.
Murray with it. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Here's Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Millsap's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
The pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to James. Here's Howard. Again, Los Angeles.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
Murray left side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Talk about players who are X factors for their team, and for the Nuggets, Jamal Murray is one of those guys. He is a guy that once he gets going, feels like the team can become unbeatable.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Free throw good, Murray. As you said, Brent, a hot Jamal Murray can take over a game.
Big time investment from the Nuggets this offseason and what Jamal Murray is to them now, but what he can be in the future. And I think right now what he's looking to be is as consistent as he possibly can be, night in and night out, to prepare this team each season to play its best basketball in the postseason.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player, and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
6 on the shot clock. Howard, the pass to Bradley. Howard, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got 12 in the game.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Lakers leading by 7. Bradley drives in, and oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Caldwell Pope finds Bradley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Well, Bradley right now putting the defense, something he does well, on its heel because of his offense.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Avery Bradley.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And so Bradley nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Jokic. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Jokic has got his second bucket.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
To the left wing. Rondo against Murray. Caldwell Pope right side. Lets it go with a 3. They grab their own miss. A nice shot by Howard.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Rondo against Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Here's James. Whoa!
Yikes.
And that's a rugged play.
Gracious. No run-of-the-mill stuff there.
No.
Fellas putting something extra on it.
Greg, can you believe that? My goodness.
If this can deflate the other team, they need to answer back strong.
Denver calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. And a chance here to look at the numbers for Howard. 12th in shooting percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Rondo against Murray. Millsap with the steal. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 7. Harris kicks to Millsap. To the paint. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Millsap's got 8 points.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Pass to James. Over Millsap. LeBron, no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Well, you know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Davis comes in for Caldwell Pope, and Denver with a change here too. Grant, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Both shots good from the stripe. You know, Greg, Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
1:15 left in the first half of the game. Here's Murray. Passes to Jokic from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Rondo passes to Davis. No good that time. Good work defensively by Millsap. The Nuggets trail by 3. Harris kicks to Millsap. Jokic trying to free himself up, and that one's good. Millsap's got 10.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Rondo. Davis up top. 26 seconds left in the first half. Back to LeBron. Shoots over Grant. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Denver's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. So they take the lead. Grant's got his first points in this one. Now Rondo. LeBron outside. That one goes. Count it. And the Lakers lead by 1.
I love LeBron being shifty on that play. Outstanding at going right to the rack with that size, strength, and speed.
And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for Los Angeles. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A big night so far for Dwight Howard. He had 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough. I mean, that's an area where they're getting beat. I like to see them press to action a little bit more.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a one-point game. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Craig in at the small forward position. Lakers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. James finds Caldwell Pope. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. Here's Craig. James covering. 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. And oh, the block shot crabs it out of the air. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Phenomenal awareness by AD there, leaking out in transition. One of his best assets, and comes away with the basket.
And for those of you turning the second half, it's stolen by Rondo. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. It's tipped. Rondo kicks to Davis. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Murray with the ball. That one misses. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Lakers lead 6.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their 2 bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
They get it back. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number 1. Everything else comes after that.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Paul Millsap. And we get a moment to check out the team's scoring leaders. The Lakers #1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
On defense, the Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Harris kicks to Craig. Just 5 on the clock. And another miss by Denver.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Plumlee with the steal to end the cold streak. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The defender tries to get all ball, but Plumlee's size and strength come into play there.
You talk about solid role players, Brent. Mason Plumlee fits the bill.
Does such a great job consistently of coming in, being a physical player, setting screens and rolling. Probably an underrated part of his game is the way that he passes the ball, but never is going to get your team out of sorts with the way that Mason can play within his role.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Plumlee. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Murray, the pass to Harris. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Harris has got 8 points.
Important to have shooters on the floor that can spread you out. Gary Harris likes to nail the deep 3, and he does there.
Murray against Rondo. LeBron is doubled. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. The Nuggets trail by 7. And stolen by LeBron. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Some solid defense from Harris. The Nuggets have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. And it's Alex Caruso in for Rajon Rondo. Denver also making some changes. Michael Porter comes in for Torrey Craig. And Morris subbed in for Harris.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Kuzma outside. Left side, Davis. Plumlee with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now from 10 feet out. Porter, no luck. Lakers leading by 5. Here's Kuzma. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
Free throw good. Kuzma. Danny Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Barton's checked in for the Nuggets. He doesn't get the second one. The Nuggets trail by 6. And the pass to Porter. Buries it down low. Porter's got 9.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Caruso kicks to Kuzma. Launches a 3. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Barton surveying the floor. He dishes it to Morris. Outside, Porter trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The Nuggets trail by 9. And here's Barton. He's got 13. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. And the Lakers making a change here. Bradley's checked in. The Lakers on D. 17 points was their biggest margin. And it's Jokic missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Davis with the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here are the Nuggets now. They trail by 11. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Porter passes to Morris. Out to the right wing. Can they get it? And Jokic lays it up and in. He's got 11.
Jokic and body control. Man, years ago we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
Bradley kicks to Howard. Kuzma outside. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Porter, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Here's Davis, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Now he's put on a shooting display here in the second half. He really seems to be in a great groove right now.
Now, here is Morris. 9 points in the game so far. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Kuzma. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. It's a 10-point game. Lets a floater go. The shot's good from Plumlee.
That's where Plumlee operates best. The closer to the basket, the better chance he has of converting.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Kuzma outside. On the wing, Green. Here's Davis, and finished off by Anthony Davis.
That size and athleticism makes it look easy, Kevin. AD up on the rim.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Here's Morris. He's got 11. He can't get that one to fall. Davis with some nice D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
There has to be some alteration in the game plan, but I don't think it's enough to shut down AD.
The Nuggets shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Morris dishes to Barton. To the middle, Plumlee, and Davis sends it back. 3 on 3. Shoots from 12. And again, it's the Lakers.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Martin with it. 13 points in the game. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Combine the fluid movement and the explosiveness, and Plumlee brings it down.
Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Left side, Davis. Back to Bradley. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Bradley's got 9 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And for the Nuggets, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Here's Morris. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Denver with the ball. They trail by 16. Barton outside. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pass to Plumlee. 6 to shoot. And a wide open look for Porter. And it's off from three-point range.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it falls over the rim and in. 23 points for Anthony Davis.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Avery Bradley. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Torrey Craig comes in for Porter. Harris has checked in for Barton. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. The 3 ball. Craig can't get it to go.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
We've got 1:18 left in the third. Harris outside. Murray against Rondo. And it's Grant in the corner. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Los Angeles leading by 20. To the inside, Davis. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Passes it to Craig. And another miss by Denver.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Pass to Rondo. Dishes it to McGee. 5 on the clock. Feeds to Davis. They get the rebound. And there's the pass to McGee. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Murray outside. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Jokic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
And for a big man, Jokic is more than just a good free throw shooter. He is fantastic.
The Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Rondo. Off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers ahead, ending the third quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here is Rondo. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Kuzma passes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Passes to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game.
That's a pretty smooth release for a 6'10" center on the perimeter.
James looking it over. Rondo passes to Kuzma. Back to Rondo. And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 21.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Jokic. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yes.
So sign me up
with
for that job.
courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted. And I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. And it's time for an injury report. We've got a chance to check up on Paul Millsap's status. David?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Nuggets head athletic trainer. He's getting looked at now for what the team is saying is a collapsed lung. Obviously something that is very serious and something they don't take lightly. It's unfortunate timing all around for them. Of course, they will need to band together while he's out. We'll see how they respond. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing. I swear Dwight Howard plays with a watch on. His timing is tremendous on those alley-oops.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Back to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Craig. And a miss there on the triple.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling. Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Denver shooting 43% for the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Well, the confidence just keeps growing with Jokic and his shot. Pretty much ready to shoot as soon as it touched his hands.
James kicks to Rondo. Caldwell Pope outside. From outside the arc. Rebound by Murray. Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. And it's Jokic missing. Lakers leading by 23. To the middle. Here's Rondo. He kicks it to Howard. Jokic with the steal. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Jokic.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Rondo looking around. The drive by James.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Murray outside. Clock at 4. Over Rondo. Here's Jokic, and it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away. Now, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Rondo passes to Howard. They double team Howard, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the
I'd like
NBA.
to see more, actually.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jared Dudley's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Troy Daniels comes in for James. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. The Nuggets also changing it up. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And McRae's subbed in for Harris. Here is Cook. He's covered by Murray. Daniels from outside. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Here is Cook. Inside, Howard. They could use a bucket. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And just an amazing shot fake there from Howard, effectively bringing the defender off the ground and just going right into the contact.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Davis is checked in for Dudley. LeBron comes in for Troy Daniels. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cook. Grant, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Gary Harris comes in for McRae.
He's just such a specimen out there, Dwight Howard, a physically imposing presence on both ends of the floor.
Now Jokic fades away. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And here's Rondo. The pass to James. Kicks it to Rondo. Back to James. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 6th assist on the night. The Nuggets trail by 19. Now here's Murray. The shot missing. Good D by Howard. LeBron.
Oh, yikes. Look out below. Got that finish.
LeBron staying on the attack here. He knows when he can take over the game. It's whenever he wants to.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Looking to end his cold spell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Dwight Howard. Not many players now signing shorter contracts in free agency. You've talked about this a lot. Does it make it harder or easier for the super teams?
Well, I think it makes it easier, because all of a sudden a star player from another team becomes available that you could latch him on to somewhere else.
Any examples you could throw out there?
I don't want to get into the specifics.
Okay,
of it.
I understand.
I think we've seen it over the past 3 or 4 years with some of our star guys. And
yes.
I don't fault them, because they're getting smarter. Players are a lot smarter about what it is that they can do with having the very few times, Kevin, that you have a say in your career as to where it is that you're going to play, and more importantly, the potential for what it is that financially you can make.
And playing for a championship.
For a championship, for potentially the opportunity to play with somebody who you've always thought you could either elevate their play or they could elevate yours. This is not going away anytime soon.
Rondo against Murray. 4 on the clock. Here's Grant. And the 3 ball is good. Grant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, Jeremy Grant continuing to work on his game, stretching it out to the 3-point line.
LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. But they'll get another chance. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 18. Grant the pass to Murray. Over Howard. Murray, no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Pass to Rondo. Lakers passing it around. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Bates Diop's checked in. Free throw no good for Howard. And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
Here's Murray. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Murray just pulling right up on the defense. Great at shooting off the dribble.
James kicks to Caldwell Pope. Left side Davis. And a wide open look for James. The shot that time not on target. Now Denver takes it the other way. Harris with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Harris no good. Los Angeles leading by 18. James dishes to Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. If there is any concern for Anthony Davis, it's that early in his career he has dealt with a lot of injuries. But Brent, he does play a high impact style.
You think so, Kevin? He's one of the top 5 players in the league, and at his position is absolutely exemplary. You think about it, 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans and 13 playoff games to show for it. A change of scenery, an opportunity in Los Angeles to play with LeBron James. It's going to be interesting to see where it is his career goes from with this move.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Denver. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
Not in
NBA.
today's game, and not
sports.
with what's at stake.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Dwight Howard.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Davis against Grant. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Caldwell Pope against Harris. Passes it to Grant. Here's Craig. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. They get it back. Jokic kicks to Craig. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Anthony, an impressive win, and it seemed like a collective effort out there tonight.
Guys come in and stepped up and played tremendously, so I just go out there and play, with all my energy and everything I had in me and leave it out on the floor, and I'm glad we got the win.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you, man.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.